Moshi, good morning. I have no idea what this thing is on here. Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to Yeah, I'm Jordan's channel while they're live in any category. Don't show again. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm confused. Hi, Dark Fantasy Realms. How are you and good morning? It's Friday. Rebecca Black's favorite day. I do wonder if she does have songs for other days of the week, but they just didn't quite take off. Like, I think to make a song about a day of the week, it needs to be 2 syllables. So you could get away with Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, there's not a song that you could hope to throw into that one. Maybe Thursday, Friday. Not Saturday. Maybe Saturday and Wednesday could somehow have sex together as days and into some type of weird song. Stormblood is correct. You're all finish this game now, aren't you? Congestion? How dare we? But yes, we're live again. Final Fantasy 14 coffee has been Irished on up, and we're ready to go. And we're ready to get into it. I'm hoping. I'm one of those people. My wife. My son's been not feeling the greatest the last few days, but he was adamant about going to school today. So my wife, she woke up earlier than I did because she had to go to work. I'm off this week. So I had checked him before I went to bed last night. And I have one of those thermometers that tell you if it's, green, yellow, or red for their temperature or whatever. And so I checked him last night at midnight, thinking okay, just hope that he's at least not in the yellow or anything like that. And he wasn't not cold, but I was gonna say he was doing fine. It didn't even show up green. I was like, okay, good. My wife wakes me up at 5 a.m. and she's like, yeah, he's in the yellow and the high end, so close to the. I'm like, well, it's 5 a.m. He let him sleep for another couple hours. We'll see where it is. And I wake up, I give him a little bit, and I tell him, I'm like, look, dude, he didn't have his earache this time. He's just you could tell he's just he had a little bit of a fever. So he was like, well, Daddy, I want to go to school. And I'm like, well, the thermometer has to be in green for you to go to school. So, it's in yellow, and, I'm trying to get him to eat, and he doesn't really want to eat. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm setting my time up already. Okay. He'd be okay. He would just vibe and play or whatever. But I'm telling him, it's okay. You can stay home from school. It's not a big deal. If you're sick, you're sick. And he's like, no, Daddy, I'm going to go to school. I'm like, okay, well, it's got to be in green. So it's getting close to when we have to leave. And I'm like, okay, are we going to school? Yep. Okay. Go brush his teeth. Go get dressed. And he brings the thermometer with him, right, into the bathroom, and he's brushes his teeth, and he's like, okay, Daddy, take it. And so I'm taking it, and I'm like, I took it maybe 20 minutes ago, previous to that, and then he's like, what color is it, Daddy? And it's green, of course. It probably dropped probably a degree. We use Celsius over here, so a degree is a degree and a half in Fahrenheit or whatever. So he's like, see, Daddy? See? And I'm like, I can't argue with him, right? That there is no arguing with a toddler. I'm not a toddler. He's 5. He was set, right? So then we're walking. I'm telling him you feel okay? You're not, your ear doesn't hurt or anything. No. And he's like, okay, so we're gonna go. So I fully expect to get a message from the school saying that he's not feeling well or whatever, but I was really on him about it's okay, you don't have to, you can have a nice little weekend with Daddy, but he was adamant. So if I have to just get up and go, I hope I don't have to, but yeah. So how old's your youngest now, if you don't mind me asking there, Dark Fantasy? Why is there, like, very little music? Do you ever find... 8. Okay. Do you ever find, like... When I play this game, it either sounds like there's, like, no music at all. Oh, there is, like... It hits you like a country bumpkin. Well, that's good. Like, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, like... My volume is a little low. I'm looking at my levels. It's not the highest, but I'm sitting there like where is it? Where's the audio? And I know those are all normal settings I have. Like, I find the game is a little too loud at times, but you know, here we go. Anyways, we are at the Daughter of the Deep, and I should probably change my class from a level 32 Arcanist. So I was playing a little bit off stream, obviously, just sort of playing a couple of things and getting some things up, so it was going good, but I'm really sort of wanting to get a couple of things up a little higher so that we can play as some things. But you know, I've been enjoying Gunbreaker and Red Mage, and I find like the tank at this current, like where we're sort of leveling, like I sort of need to be a tank. I don't know if that makes sense or anything. Like, I'm getting into fights with enemies and they're busting me up, but I almost feel like maybe I gotta always remember to get that Chocobo out too. Yeah, Red Mage is great too, loving it. But your oldest, who's 12, had food poisoning earlier in the week, so she stayed home, and then my 8-year-old stayed home because her autoimmune shit decided to flare up. Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. Does that flare up quite often, or no? We need to go here. Return with Yuguri to the House of the Fierce. Yeah, when she's too active. Okay. That makes sense. How would... I am still confused. How do I have... Okay. Okay. I guess we're just gonna try... I guess that's just water. It's not very properly explained. I almost feel like there needs to be like a Google Maps terrain setting so I can see like, oh, is that water? Or is that like, is there a bridge to go? What's going on? But that is an expensive teleport. So we're gonna use the free teleport and get on over there. Her joints swell up and she gets these blood bruises all over her legs, and there's no treatment for it. There's no cure. It's hereditary. So did you... Sorry. Oh, this will be great. Not my son. My wife. So my wife was supposed to go to a concert tonight, and I was supposed to have an evening stream. And now the concert's been rescheduled for January. So there goes my evening plans. Alright. I was looking forward to having one. No, they didn't. Well, I mean, she didn't say why. I'm sure there is a reasoning, but yeah, so it won't be as long of a stream then, because I gotta go pick her up then. Oh! Well, we'll get something out of it today. Maybe an hour and a half. God, it's stuff like that. I mean, I can't get overly annoyed. It's nothing. But like my sister was going with my wife to the concert, so she was gonna pick up my wife at work. But I'm assuming now that if it's not going on, that I was going to go pick her up anyways, so it's gone from having like a full day of streams to oh god, please don't die. I don't know, it's like, I'm sitting here thinking of like, I know they booked a hotel and everything too, so like that'll be, I wonder if they'll be able to get their money back from that. How on earth do I... See, this is where I'm confused. This is where I need that Google Maps thing. How do I get over there? Like, it's clearly a mountain. Sorry about checking out the Chocobo's butt there, but... Oh, never mind. I just realized it's under... I forgot. No, so... I just remembered it's gotta go underwater. There we go. I don't believe so. So the crystals that are here, or the aetherites, that name sounds familiar. They're not here. Like there's an aetherite there, but it's not it's not like attuned to anything or whatever. It's like it's not turned on. My assumption is we're gonna get there to turn them on. Come, we must tell the others of the airship or hear what they know of it. Yeah, it's been like I said, like I've been playing this like here and there for a week or so, but I haven't played it on stream, and therefore no story stuff for about a week and a half. So, what are we dealing with? The Foot clan?
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
You know what's funny? Like, I assume this is the type of stuff that they're talking about of, like, I haven't played Dawn Trail, so I can't speak on it. But this is the perfect example of, like, you know how they said they were doing that graphical update and then working their way backwards of getting all the other content stuff? Like, look how pixelated, like, that is. Like, I'm not complaining. And I don't know if it's the same in Dawn Trail, but this was the type of stuff that I thought they were adjusting, and maybe they are going to work their way back and they just haven't done it yet. But, like, when you can see, like, how pixelated, like, that symbol is on his back and the rope and everything, it's like, I mean, I know I'm spending a lot of time just sitting there when I should have just clicked and it wouldn't have been noticed, but I guess they're going to be doing that, you know, as they're working backwards.
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to do.
And, like, you know, of course, like, now you don't overly notice it, and I also know that it's per character as well, so someone like Yuguri, if she's more involved later in the game, then, you know, her character model is going to be updated more so than, say, this guy if he's not around too much. But as someone who's working their way through, it's a lot more difficult, obviously.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces.
And the same for, like, for Alice, right? And Alphanode as well. Like, you know, their models look good. Like, you know, this little part isn't super pixelated or anything like that. So obviously, you know, it is bits and pieces of people.
Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy.
So what are your plans for the weekend, Miss Realms?
If Xenos is
finishing
here, we
Kai.
must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Do you know how close you are to it, or?
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that
fairly
we
close.
encountered
That's
Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation.
I heard Metaphor is selling extremely well since its launch, which is very good to hear for getting, you know, more games like that.
He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
I think, you know what, I having not played it, only the demo, essentially.
He survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless...
I think, like, I haven't played, like, you know, my last Atlas game I played was Persona 5, and, you know, obviously I loved it. But, you know, like, their last three, like, you know, if you look at, like, Shin Megami Tensei 5, the reviews were fairly good. Persona 3 Reload, you know, everyone knows what they're getting with that. Then Metaphor, like, if it gets more people interested in that, like, yeah, they all relatively played the same, like, you know, like, the Atlas games, right? Like, even, like, the old, like, Shin Megami Tensei, like, the Digital Devil games, or the Devil, like, those games, Devil Summoner, I think is another one. They all have the same type of thing, right? Like, they all have a calendar, some of them have social aspects, they all share the same, you know, personas, but they're called different things in different games. I don't know what they're called in Metaphor. But you know, like it's sort of like Final Fantasy. It's like, you know, you're gonna have all of the same summons and whatnot. Like it's interesting, their take, and I think that's just like what people want. Like people are dying for a new persona, but you're not getting it yet, so you're gonna get a metaphor. Okay, so enjoy it, and then you're like, hey, this ain't too bad. So why not?
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Hello, Biscuits.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance.
So I'm gonna tell you right off the hop this morning, it will not be a long stream. I do apologize, and there also won't be an evening stream. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. The concert my wife was going to got canceled and rescheduled to another day. So, because my sister was gonna go pick her up, and they were just gonna go off, I guess, the hotel and pre-drink or whatever it is that girls do or something. So now I'm gonna have to leave like literally in an hour or so. So it turned from having like a long nice day of streaming to not. Balls, because our evening plan. Oh, that sucks too. That sucks too.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight?
Unless she's
I will
making
not
other
squander
plans.
this
I should
opportunity. If we do
message her
not,
and see
our
what she's
master's
planning
life is
doing,
forfeit.
but
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom.
how's your day started so far, Biscuits?
Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool,
Hell, you're
child.
claiming the abode for yourself today, and she has to go figure it out. I mean, I was sort of like, it's one of those things of like, you know, it sucks of when like literally plans like just like get canceled on the day of, right? So like I was wondering if like it'll be up to my sister as well, but like if they're just like, well, we were already going to do something anyways, why don't we just go here, right? Type of thing.
Mayhap I am a fool.
I was saying to Dark Fantasy, like they booked a hotel, so I don't know if like if that was if they were able to cancel it in time or not. So like you know, if they want to just still go to the casino or whatever and find something to do for the night, they probably can. But yeah, my guess is they're probably gonna have to eat the cost, which sucks. So.
Yukiri, wait!
Yeah, they depend. Different hotel chains have different rules. Some of them are 24 hours, some of them are 48 hours, some of them are just like, get fucked. We're gonna eat your money. Okay, am I gonna get... Oh, is this a legitimate upgrade? Look at that, legs. I'm gonna walk around with a skirt, finally. Gosetsu. Do you have any more pants for me? I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have life, but it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. Me too. So now I gotta find her? Where on earth would she have gone? Oh god, she went back under the water again. God damn it! Yeah, so I guess like at some point they have to turn these on. Sir, you open the door for me? Let's put them pants on. Wait. I literally looked at those pants. They said they were better pants. Oh, did they not go? Do I have no pants room? Oh, for the don't pay attention. God dang it! Oh, my life and my inventory is a mess. I feel like I'm over and doing that like constantly. Like, oh, I'll just put that over there, or I'll just put it on over here. We'll figure it out. The Gensui chain. Lots of nice fishies floating about. They'll be fine. Yukata, are you at least fishing or something? Doing something cool? Vibing, at least? Everybody enjoy the chocobo butt. It's there for you, people.
Hello, Viva!
Hello, Wolf Slayer. How are you, my friend? I was told that your evening's plans got canceled, unfortunately. I guess I gotta check out. You guys weren't going to the same place my wife was, right? And I was just very unaware. No, I won't, unfortunately, so it sort of sucks all around type of thing. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? Nope. Then you came of your own will? I shouldn't be surprised if you agreed with him my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yosutsu no time to prepare. The whole castle's in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The kami could not be blessed with us more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Bastion. I will. I mean, we will kill him. I will literally be on like an hour. Pretty much till 11. Because I got to go. It went. My sister was gonna pick up my wife, and they were gonna go off. And so now that like she was only working a short day, so now I have to go pick her up at 11. So I mean, in all honesty, if I literally would, I probably wouldn't have streamed today if I had known that I was only going to be streaming for about an hour. So it really does suck. But hey, everyone's plans got borked today, so why don't you go out and do some borking, right? Exactly. Or die trying. You understand the risks. Have you seen me dressed all up like a gunbreaker? Nothing's throwing me down the toilet. Forgive me. Of course you do. May have better than I, but are you sure? Positive. Possible evening stream, or is the entire... It's looking like the entire plan has gone down the drain. Well, I cannot well express what this means. I mean, it's... I don't want to say for sure, as I was just sort of saying before you came in. They went and they got a hotel, but it's not like anywhere near, so I don't know if like they're still planning to go do something regardless. It's not like anybody's plans were like it was my sister and my wife going. I don't know if someone else was going, but they were gonna go see a concert at a casino. So I don't know if they were still like, oh well, let's just still go to the casino or not. So if they still do, then the evening stream might still be in the cards, but I do not know the plans yet. Yuzuka Manor is distance away from here. We must hurry. Do you have a chocobo? Do you teleport? What do you do here? Is someone hiding in these in the weed? In the weed? Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the crown prince. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Wait, is he planning to tell the crown prince or to tell us that he was listening? This has gone terribly wrong. Oh, where are we going here? All right. I mean, at least the names are nice, you know, glittering basins and whatnot. I really do wish the Chocobo could swim. Like, am I sitting here to believe that Chocobos can't swim? I think they can. I think they're lazy. This does look pretty, though. Is this like some type of Magitech barrier that I'm not allowed to cross? At some point, I'll have to enlist you or Mrs. Biscuits to fly me around to get this one. I feel like I should just spend a day, like, when I'm, like, heck, I might even do this today, you know, if I'm just playing around, of, you know, getting some Aether points or whatnot. Up to you. Did you want us to log in right? No, enjoy your day. I honestly, like, it's about 40 minutes until I have to take up. Oh, I thought that was like one of you guys, like, dressed up or something. Yeah, I don't really think there's a point. Like, we really can't even do really anything today, so I'm just gonna do what I sort of can. Which sucks, but... yeah, all Gucci. Sometimes I forget how to play every once in a while. Did you ever respec your Chocobo? No, but I do have the pepper. I do have the pepper. I have the salt and pepper. All right, yeah, you want some of this too? You want some of this too? Huh? I'll wreck ya. Could do it now then if you feel like. Yeah, I could. I certainly could. But I sort of want to get almost as much as I can get done today, so I'll probably do it when I log off. Ah! Don't throw things at me, you terrible person. Maybe I can get like maybe 3 quests done, maybe. I'm trying to even think if I want to throw this up on the YouTube or not, but I usually do with everything, so it won't matter. Content is content, unlike that drama that people have replaced content with lately. Where's this? It's got to be nearby. Southeast, get out of here. I am. I do like me the. Are these just giant heads? What is wrong with these things? Here comes a new challenger. You found a new location. Fair enough. Let's discuss our plan of attack. Yeah, I do like it. I do like fancy things. I'm a fancy boy. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the Moon Gate. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue to these very docks, where he will meet up with his entourage and disembark. As you can see, the area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let's split up and search for suitable hiding places. Indeed we will. And you know what? Every time I see one of these wind sprites, I'm like, oh, like, that's a current, right? And then it's not. And then I'm sorely disappointed. Don't mind me. It's telling me that it's straight east. There it is. Hi, little guy. How are you? Are you? I'm sorry, my chocobo's literally sitting on your head. You can't call yourself little guy if you're not. Oh, look at that! Look at how cute that little Lala fell is. That's fantastic. That will happen to me every day of the week. I mean, look, I thought a rock was a person in another game, and then I thought one of those little swirling things was you guys. So like, I'm all over the place, quite frankly. Searching a place to lie in wait. Of course, you want me to go inside this. Oh, how do I? Oh God! Why don't we just go in the entrance, Jordan? That'll work out well. In your defense, that rock was over 200 meters away and very threatening. I mean, you know, I go to the eye doctors every year and they tell me I have perfect vision, but, you know, it reminds me of the Seinfeld thing of like, I mean, you know, I'm spotting dimes, but, you know, then I can't see anything and nobody knows what the hell's going on. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we have a clear view of the docks. It's settled. We shall wait right there until Xenos arrives. As discussed, and if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have to 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he's not to be underestimated. So, except for that guy that was sitting in the weeds, he's gonna tell the guy, isn't he? I would assume so. There's not enough sugar in my coffee, but I'm too lazy to get up and put more in.
He comes.
He's got more than just one.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Maybe it's not far that he has to go, but why on earth is this guy walking anywhere? I mean, I'm sitting here driving around in a Final Fantasy 15 car, for fuck's sakes. Heck, I could be riding a whale if I'd like. Not now, but I mean... And this guy's stumbling around like Darth Vader in his asthmatic ass?
Yes, of course, my lord.
Bunch of useless stormtroopers who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn? He's got a large caboose.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark, or there will be no joy in this hunt.
I thought for a second there like he sensed something. Oh, how... These are terrible foot soldiers.
Ambush!
That guy sounded like he hit puberty while he yelled out ambush.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
She is a master ninja, so I'll give her that, but he certainly was aware of something happening.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kyan! For Doma!
Xenos is a special case in practically every case.
Ah!
I mean, I was going to say I wasn't fully expecting her to just take him out by herself, but...
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
It's shiny.
Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Are we gonna be kung fu fighting here? I guess so. Are we just fighting him, or are we fighting her and him and him and his in the groups, or? I mean, it says like we gotta kill the other ones, but are they? Oh god. They're not interactable. Now they might be. Something is. Never mind then. I thought they would be too. It's very odd that. Ow. I mean, they. Shit. There's clearly, like, they're not there. Oh god, this is The lightless flames show up on your army, but they're grayed out. You can't hit them. No, I cannot. But I also don't want to be near them. Ah, oh, damn it. That's gonna tickle.
This day you die.
You know, for me having to do all this work here. Velocity. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Thank you for the gentle reminder. And I put it on a nice little thing so that I'd be reminded of it, you know? Oh, God.
Let us put you to a proof.
No, I must fight on. I must.
What is she, like, dead?
Run, beast, run.
Give me something to remember.
Oh god. Oh god! Oh my god! We are like doing like no damage to this guy.
Run, beast, run!
Ah! I feel like I'm missing something here. What does this do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm missing a,
Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember.
Come on.
I see.
Either that or Yuguri's gotta, like, wake up. Or it's just like a story thing where he is way too powerful and, we did it.
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion.
I don't think I would have been able to do that with my Red Mage or my Bard. They're very... I was saying this in Dark Fantasy earlier of like... Some of these enemies hit super hard. Like, I probably would have been dead there tons of times there without, like, no mitigation. I mean, I think I did quite well there with the Gunbreaker, but...
The sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure...
Although at the same time, I wouldn't be as up close and in front of him, so if he did some attack where I could get away from him easily, it might have been easier, but... Did something just cut his blade?
Oh, how right I was to spare your life.
Oh, okay. You might want to get that that big pimple checked out. Go to Dr. Pimple Popper.
Endure.
Put it live on TV.
Survive. Live.
Is he aware of who I am? Like, does he know I am the Warrior of Light?
For the rush of blood, for the time between the seconds, live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world, live.
How dare he not care about my titles? I was just gonna say, you really don't want to try that again.
You are not worthy.
She does not learn. Her hair is defying gravity as well. Oh, okay, so they came to help. I thought they were going to,
From them, you imperial dog!
I thought they were going to issue a warning to the prince, like, oh, you're about to be ambushed, but this worked out well. Even, I was saying to Dark Fantasy earlier about some of the graphics on particular people. Even this guy has relatively decent looking of an upgrade. But the big hulking guy, you can see every pixelation of his armor and whatnot, so it's a little weird. Maybe they're giving him his 15 minutes of fame, though.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away!
You know, this is his Huck Tui moment, right?
What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect
Xeno is good there,
love.
Dark Fantasy Realms. I'm running into more and more people I do love.
And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt.
Of course, in that non-sexual man way. Of course, you know, the only true love between a man and another man, right?
So we came.
The bro love.
All of us. For you. For ourselves. For Doma.
Champion of no homo. Yes.
Death is death, regardless of...
Is that a title that's achievable in this game at all? Is it just something that can go above my head?
Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress them.
There are titles in this game, right? Like, I remember playing World of Warcraft, and you would get titles if you did a big raid or something. Like, please, there should be a title for me winning the lottery, right? Then everyone can see how lucky I am, and then they can see my ring.
How
and then I go,
wrong you are.
right? Sorry, I should do it with my actual ring. Right? You can have peasants kiss my fancy lottery ring. Oh, did he throw a smoke bomb or what?
Kasetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hi!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
He reminds me of the Prometheus guy.
My lord?
The engineer. He just has like that dead looking face. Not an imperfection anywhere. Corpse eyes. Yes, corpse eyes. Hey you, weasel! Get fucked. I do like Gunbreaker though. It is. I just need to get the fancy boy outfit from Nier. That's what I need. I assume there's like, is there like a 9S outfit? There's got to be, right? That I can wear. I mean, if Miss Biscuits can wear the 2B outfit, then I should be able to wear the 9S outfit. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what went through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphanode. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan, and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, but neither is here nor there. All right, Alphanode's back on into it. That's good. Oh, you're gonna give me an ether current as well, and a persimmon leaf sushi. Can you believe it? We faced the crown prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we take back our homeland. Right. We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. How do you know he's just not going to carpet bomb the village? Right? Like, that is like a direct possibility, I would assume. Where are we going now? Alright, not too far. Is there an ether current around? None. Alright. If you're just waiting to, if he was just wanting to randomly kill Zealous Valley as a challenge, he does. Oh, do I have this one? I must have this one. Not mine. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I have to apologize to you, or, you know. Anyways, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi, too. They do have nice houses. I would be happy with a house like this. Not necessarily the location, of course. Are those pumpkins?
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
How does Gosetsu find gloves big enough for those catcher mitts he calls hands, right?
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm.
You gotta pay like triple the cost when he finds like a leather maker or something, right?
You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
Smile and nod, that's all you can expect from me, folks.
And there they are!
What, do you want to, like, fix Alize's little cowlick there up the top there? How do you know she just didn't wake up with bedhead?
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather
I mean, because Alpha Node also is going to need a hairbrush.
I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what.
And then someone with absolutely perfect hair. You have Lise.
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
That's someone who just sits at her bed all day at the foot of her bed and just sits there and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'm convinced Lise just has good genes. She probably washes her hair in river water and nothing else. And you know what, Wolf Slayer? I'm always adamant about this. She absolutely is a huge proponent of lather, rinse, repeat. Always repeat. That is the secret to a full head of hair right there.
You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
Do nothing but repeat, wash your hair forever. Exactly. That's what Big Shampoo doesn't want you to know.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
No, that's the thing. They don't want you to not do that, right? And of course, don't forget, Big Shampoo is not happy with Head and Shoulders in the 2-in-1, okay? They're like, look, no, we sell 2 bottles separately, okay? We're not mixing in 2, okay? None of this jazz.
Hello, Diva!
Hello, DJ.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid.
I have to say, DJ, it sucks. Plans were changed from Dave Meltzer for the stream, and I won't be on much longer. I have to go and pick up the missus very soon. So it went from a day of streaming to a day of about an hour or so, unfortunately. But happy Friday. Yes, Rebecca Black's day. Her big day is today. How's your Friday going?
Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
Do you think that there is someone somewhere in the world currently that is just following the instructions on the back of their shampoo bottle and has still not stepped out of the shower for years? They're just like, it keeps saying repeat. Like, it doesn't just say, like, you know, why, you know, I'm sure there's a shampoo company that's gone out there and said, like, look, we're going to have a bunch of crazies who are going to be out there and just in there forever. So we need to tell people that you lather, rinse, and repeat once, right? And then they're like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Meanwhile, there's just some guy like, you know, I don't know, in China who just is constantly just washing his hair. He's on like year 5 now. People just keep handing him bottles of shampoo. They're like, what on earth is going on? You're absolutely infatuated by Alphinode's clip-on tie. It's like one of those like managers at a fast food restaurant that have those clip-on ties. Catching up on laundry before streaming later. You still doing episode, I guess? I believe?
Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case,
the final door
uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one.
That guy's never skipped chest day,
desired proof of
or
his
leg day,
conviction,
or arm day, or head day.
It, through no lesser deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
You know what I like to say, and I don't want to jump to a conclusion, but I'm going off of basically how this game has sort of been up until this point. In other MMOs, and you know, I can only really speak for World of Warcraft for how long I've been with raiding. A boss like the guy we just fought now, they would save that for a raid. And you'd be sitting there and you'd be playing the story, you'd be doing quests, and eventually you'd be playing and you'd get to a point where like, okay, we want you to do a raid. And if you weren't like a very good player or you just wanted to play like single player, you were screwed. You were never going to get that answer to your story. You're never going to Cody Rhodes finish your story. And that always bugged me. Like eventually Blizzard woke up and put in the looking for raid. They added in a dungeon finder, which is similar to the duty finder. And that, you know, you just get a group of 20 people and they lower down the difficulty so everyone can do the raid and see the story and whatnot. But that took them years to do. Whereas this game, you know, they throw it into at worst maybe like an 8-person dungeon. But sometimes it's just like a duty that you're doing with a bunch of other people, like story members. And it's really nice to actually see the end of it. Like, you know, the raids are a completely separate thing of like, hey, do you want more Final Fantasy? For sure. You want something more difficult? Sure, we got it for you. And there is a little bit of a story to it, but it's not really, you know, part of what the main story is what you're going through. And I like that, because there's nothing more irking than getting to the bottom of something and then realizing like, oh, like, I gotta spend my time getting gear and then doing a bunch of other dungeons that are irrelevant to get other gear so that I can do the raid with a bunch of nobodies and kick me if I suck. Like, how else are you ever gonna finish the story, right? It sucks. It's a huge thing with Final Fantasy. No matter what skill level, you have a solid chance of finishing the main story. Right, and that's the point. That's what I'm after. So I'm after, do I like doing dungeons? Sure. Would I like to step on into raids? Maybe. But I like its approach that it's suck what? Oh, RJD, you know, some peen. Unfortunately, RJD, you have to go back to answering phones, even if your phone isn't ringing. I'm literally bouncing out. I went from having a hopefully a nice long day of streaming to cutting it like in an hour. And it super sucks, and I don't think I'll be... I don't want to say for sure, have an eye on the Discord, but I don't think I'll be streaming this evening either. Unfortunately, I've said it like I'm like a broken record, but my wife's plans got canceled this evening, so unfortunately I don't think she's come up with anything else. I don't know if she does. It's great. I'll be back tonight with something, but I gotta go pick up my wife right now because she's done work, and I wasn't supposed to do that, but now I do. So yes, real life comes at you fast and first, unfortunately, and it sucks that I gotta bounce out, but I'm happy that you guys all came in for a relative hour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you, I might have a stream on Sunday. Maybe. I think my wife picked up a shift, so we might play something on Sunday. No promises. I might just decide that's a drinking day, you know, just like a day that ends in Y. But we will get to this sometime, and next week should be another good streaming week as well. So as always, everyone, as I say, it's time for me to say goodbye and good night. Bang! We're out, and peace. Indeed. Bye bye, everybody.